everybody. Welcome to part 1 of the next game in the Kingdom Hearts series that we're going to play through, and that is the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Now, this game is going to be a little bit different from what we've seen typically. This was originally released in Japan only for a desktop computer, and it was called Kingdom Hearts Chi. Now, eventually, Kingdom Hearts Chi was upgraded to a different title, I think. I'm not 100% clear on the details of how this game worked in Japan, but eventually over here, we got Kingdom Hearts Unchained. And then, when they had a big story update, it was rebranded as Kingdom Hearts Union X or Union Cross. So, this game takes place before the Keyblade War of Legend. It is connected with the Kingdom Hearts back cover movie from the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 collection that we played not too long ago. Like I said, I haven't really done a ton of research on like the origins of this game, like overseas. So I don't want to touch on that too much because I don't want to be giving out the wrong information. But this game is unique as it is a mobile phone only game. So it plays different. It's you'll see as we go through the game, but it's kind of similar to Chain of Memories, I guess, except you're using medals for your attacks instead of cards. This is probably going to be the longest playlist for Kingdom Hearts Let's Plays, but the videos are all going to be really short because as of the time of me recording this, the last story update was just dropped. The game's going to be shutting down soon. So I'm going to be scrambling to record only the main quests. I'm not going to do any filler quests, which I'll explain how I differentiate the two once we get into the game and get started. Now, there is, or was at one point, an opening cutscene that showed like clips from throughout the game, like some of the other Kingdom Hearts games do, and they repeat the fairy tale that Kairi's grandmother had told her about all the worlds once being together. I'm not sure if they moved it from the beginning or just took it out of the game altogether. I guess we'll find out as we play through again. Yeah, so anyway, so this takes place before the Keyblade War, and what the game has you do is you make your own player, and then you make your own player, and then you dive into the first quest and learn how to play the game. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bitter with this game just because I'm not big on mobile gaming as it is. And then there's the issue of this, it is technically free to play, but it's kind of one of those pay to win things where, the more money you spend, the better luck you'll have finishing the game. At the time of recording this, that's shut off because the game's getting ready to shut down, but that's how it was for the entirety of its lifespan. Oh, hey, buy more jewels with real money so you can use them in-game to get cooler stuff. You think EA Games had something to do with this. Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive in. The reason the videos are going to be so short is because I am still going to separate them by worlds. So, some of these videos might have only 1 or 2 quests tops, then we're going to jump to another world. So, that being said, our journey is going to begin in the, as of right now, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross exclusive world of Daybreak Town. Let me get set up here real quick. There we go. Alright. So, again, you're going to hear me use the phrase as of the time of recording because I'm recording this way ahead of when you guys are actually going to see it because we have a lot more games to get through before I do this, but I'm scrambling to get the recordings done before the game shuts off. So the latest title screen for this game You have Union Cross over here and Dark Road over here, which is the story of Xehanort's youth, which we'll come to that after we do this. Alright, so we are going to start Union Cross. Alright, so this is what the main hub screen looks like. Lux is your experience, that character level. You can design your avatar however you want. Obviously, I've named my character the same as my channel name, but as far as narration goes, they're just going to be referred to as player because the player's canon name was never discussed. I'm not really going to talk too much about the gameplay just because the game's going to be shutting down and you won't be able to play it anyway. I don't want to do just a theater mode. I want you guys to see like how the game played when it was still active. So the first thing we're going to do is go over to theater mode. I know I just said I wasn't going to do theater mode, but this opening scene will not show if you just start with Quest 1. So this is the going to be the opening screen where you pick your union and stuff like that. This is like right after you made your avatar in his starting appearance or her starting appearance. Which union does your heart belong to? The Keyblade holds the power of light, the power to drive away the darkness. Alright, so that's that. So when you start the game, you would have chosen your union, and there's not too many things your choice of union affects in the game, but there are a couple things. I'll make a note of what it actually would have changed when we get there, but for my playthrough, I picked the Unicorn Union, which is Master Era. So now, let's go into the quest menu. So we're going to go into Story. So what I consider to be main quests is anything with this little gold movie reel symbol on it. Anything without it, I consider to be filler. There is a full YouTube playlist by another user who did like all the quests because he had the foresight to record everything as it came out, whereas I did not. So I will put a link in the description of this part to that user's video playlist because it has everything I'm pretty sure everything in the game. But for mine, we're just going to focus on the main quests. And like I said, we'll jump around. They're going to be short videos because, I mean, we're only going to do quests 1 and 3 here, and then you can see we switch to a different world over here. So, all right. So the way the game worked was basically for each quest you had your target enemy, and then you had like bonus objectives you could do, which got progressively harder as the game went on. Sometimes the quests would cost AP to play, but I'm pretty sure if you've already beaten them, they're 0 AP. But again, it's kind of irrelevant because by the time this is posted and you're all watching it, the game's going to be shut down anyway. But I'd like to keep its memory alive a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and start our first quest. There is no voice acting in this game, so you guys get to listen to my beautiful voice acting for this entire game. I know you're all so excited. Alright, so this is the metal loadout. I'll touch on that. Well, I guess we can touch on that a little bit. So the way this worked was you got different keyblades for at different points in the game. You could actually level up each keyblade. And what that would do is it would increase the multiplier on these metal slots a little bit. And then if you used the sub slots, that would increase the multiplier, which would make you more powerful. Like, we're only about to do quest number 1, and my strength rating is, let's see, 1,658,948. When you start the game, your strength and defense is, like, not nearly that high. But I'm already at the point where the game's just about over, so, I mean, I've already beaten the game as of the time starting these recordings, but it takes quite a bit of time and farming and stuff to get this powerful. Let's go back to the quest and let's get this first one going. So this is the upgraded version of the Starlight Keyblade that we got in Kingdom Hearts 3. This was the Keyblade that most of the wielders in this game use, so you'll see it a lot, though it won't look as cool as this. Alright, let's start the first quest. So, you get a friend medal to take with you. It gives you an extra attack. Doesn't really matter which one you pick at this point. Alright, so I'm probably gonna bypass most of the enemies that aren't the target, just because, again, time constraints to finish this before it shuts off. But you want to battle an enemy, you walk right up to it, tap on it, or click in my case, to attack a single enemy. Slide your finger across the screen to take them all out. To attack them all at once. I mean, I'm taking them all out at once because I'm fighting level 1 enemies and I'm like level 300. Alright, so here's our first actual target. So you get the target battle music, the fancy target warning. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna mess around. Watch this. One hit, they're all dead. There's our first quest done. Once again, I'm only showing the quest with the cutscenes because it's just easier to keep them all organized and in order. That way, the theater mode in this game is very, very disorganized and out of order, and I don't see them changing that for the offline version. So that's the main reason that I'm doing it this way. But I am going to rush through the quest as quickly as I can and just get to the battles. Pretty scary stuff, huh? But you get an A for effort. You look a little confused. Here's what's going on. Your pursuit of light made you the perfect candidate for a Keyblade wielder. Darkness is spreading, and it's up to you to use the weapon to get rid of it. Collect light, and in turn, save the world. The monster that was just defeated belongs to the darkness and is called a Heartless. These Heartless scour the world searching for hearts, spreading darkness as they go. The Keyblade is an effective weapon against them. I hope this is all sinking in. Anyway, I was assigned by a certain someone to watch over a new Keyblade wielder. You. I'm Chirithy. I'll be supporting you the whole way, teaching you everything you need to know and more. Nice to meet you. Right now, that Keyblade is just like you. It has room to grow. To unleash its true power, you'll need to use fragments. Special metals that you can set in your Keyblade. Anyway, that's a lot to take in. So why don't you use the Heartless here for some practice? Now, that is not Ventus's Chirithy from Kingdom Hearts 3. That is a different Chirithy. I think they covered it in the back cover, but every Keyblade wielder got their own Chirithy. Alright, so Quest 2. No theater symbol, so we're going to skip it. And here we go for quest number 3. Target's a soldier. I'm not going to bother switching away from the Starlight Keyblade until we get to like the tough bosses, so like up in quest 900 something, where you need special loadouts just to survive. I mean, everything up to like probably quest 870 something is going to die in one hit anyway. So, all right, let's go find our target. Oh, I also have this set to, we'll turn the field speed down. We'll turn the speeds down to normal for now. Alright, so there's our target, and, here's a special attack. So, to use the special attacks, just click on the metal and swipe it right up. Alright, there goes that. You've managed to tap into the power of the Keyblade. Lesser Heartless won't stand a chance, but in order to defeat stronger foes, you must combine your strength with those who share your purpose and aspirations. Your friends will become your power. Now, whichever union you chose, that's who will appear in that scene. So this is an example of what the raid battle was like. It doesn't even really matter right now because I'm so over-leveled I can't lose at this point. So the raid bosses appeared randomly throughout the game as you cleared quests, but this is probably the only one you'll see in this entire playthrough. There are others who collect the light, but not all of them share the same goal of bringing peace to the world. You must discover who amongst us walks the path of darkness. I know this is overwhelming, but darkness waits for no one. In fact, it's found its way to a bunch of other worlds, which need your help. I know a way to these places. Are you ready? Alright, so when Ira said you must find the one who walks the path of darkness, that's referring back to the Nightmare Chirithy that was shown in back cover when they said that it was a sign that somebody had been corrupted. So as you can see, for quest number 4, we're jumping over to Dwarf Woodlands. So that's going to be the end of this video. And I will see you all for the next one. This game's kind of like there with Chain of Memories. It is going to seem very repetitive. That's why I'm like kind of rushing through the gameplay. But stick with it, because there are some very, very, very important story cutscenes. There's a lot of background information about. No, that's probably poor wording. A lot of questions that have been brought up about the Keyblade War in the past. A lot of it's going to be answered here in this game. In typical Kingdom Hearts fashion, the more answers we get, the more new questions that are going to pop up. But this game's story is good. If you really get attached to the characters and get involved in the story, this is probably going to be one of the most gut-wrenching endings in the series, or at least pretty close to what happened at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3's base game. But anyway, stick with it. It is a little better than Chain of Memories in the sense that we're going to see some pretty flashy attacks, and there's a lot more different kinds of Heartless that we're going to see, so it'll be spiced up a little bit. But again, that's going to be the end of part 1 of our Union Cross playthrough, and I will see you all back for part 2.